And we are live. Welcome to the Hall Priest Universe. I'm King HP, also known as Father, also known as Mr. Sippable, and this is Dora, not the Explorer.
Yes, hello, everybody. Sorry, I
Huh?
think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this friend. Don't worry. I'll be faster next time, I promise.
Did you click it public? You got it?
Yes. Yep, I'm just getting this going real quick
Yes.
to my Instagram. I just need to get the name written real quick from season.
Oh, you had to redo it?
No. I'm doing it on my side also. Episode.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, for y'all just joining in,
To
tapping in,
revisit.
uh, we appreciate it. What we're doing is from season 1, episode 2. Okay, I see it just went in.
Okay.
Yes, I see it.
You see it now?
Hmm. But you got to
Yes. Okay,
monitor your.
cool.
So I
We did
think
it right.
you're
I did it. I'm advanced. Okay.
awesome. So just make sure to monitor because Instagram comments never pop up here. I don't know why that is, but
That's okay.
again, we always got to put a selfless plug for something. Um, again, Harold Perrineau, Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs. They have a nice, very nice bourbon. If you haven't had a chance to try it, go ahead and order it. It is excellent. So anytime we talk from, I will have Sable handy. Salute to Harold Perrineau. And if you're wondering what's that written on it, yeah, this was signed by Harold Perrineau, aka Boyd, and Morris
Mm-hmm.
Chestnut. To Morris Chestnut. In case you aren't familiar, you got to be familiar at this point. You know what I mean? Like you've seen Best Man, you've seen Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? Ricky, like we've seen it. So, woo! But I'm excited to get into this.
Is Taylor
So
even
last
on?
week
Is he like on the show right now? Is that why he's not with them?
is what I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I seen random TikToks where he's with them. He's with Harold or whatever, and
I
then
wonder
it's
if he's
like,
one of the people on the
oh,
Masked Singer.
that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. So you ready to hit? You ready to hit? That'd be crazy if he was on the Masked Singer. Are you ready to
Mm-hmm.
jump into episode 2?
Of course. Revisit.
A revisit, which is something
Oh,
that
this
definitely
is
needs
my
to be
one
done.
where, oh, this is a goodie.
Pour a nice, pour a
There's
nice
so
glass of
much in this
sable.
episode from what I remember.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a major episode. It starts off with a recap. Did you already get yours tuned in?
Mm-hmm. It's starting with the
Oh,
recap and all of that.
somebody left their headset on.
Was it
I'm gonna go
you?
ahead and turn that off.
Were
This guy.
you hearing an echo?
I was wondering where the volume is. I was like, I don't hear volume. That's crazy. There, now I hear it.
You hear him? Good.
So, quick stuff from Otaku. We see you in the
Hey,
chat.
friend.
Uh, we finished episode 1. Remember episode 1? The Matthews family has now come to Fromville. They have they collided with Jade's vehicle, and they are separated because they had to split, right? They had to split with the who's going to stay in the RV with Ethan and
Mm-hmm.
getting Tabitha some support because remember she had bumped her head and stuff like that. So um, plus nightfall was approaching.
Mm-hmm.
Dri- Driving back,
Yes.
it it was the vehicle had hit the spike strip that was left out by Kenny. And with that being said, now I'm right at the point where they're about to start. It says MGM presents 1 minute and
Uh-huh.
58, but I'm trying to pause it. There it is. I paused it. Uh they hit a spike strip, so now they have to run to the house. So that's where we're at. That's how episode one kind of concluded. Jim was kind of, I don't want to say Jim was being Jim yet because we don't even know Jim yet. And Jim was from the regular world, you know? So why would he believe anything any
Mhm.
of these people say? So
He's a
that's
roller
kind of,
coaster engineer, okay? Take him seriously, okay? He takes care of roller coasters, okay?
so we're
Do you want
about
me
to
to
start.
restart it again?
Yeah, you can go ahead and click it. It's cool.
Okay.
Because basically we start with Kenny cutting a tree, and you're like, why is Kenny cutting a tree? And you're looking at this guy like so disheveled. You gotta watch Earth Abides.
Hmm?
See,
Yes, I have. I'm not too into it. I'm trying real hard though. Try real hard.
I got to get into it starting tonight. There's another channel that's covering it. Some of our friends from the Frumily, fans of the Frumily, and
Hmm.
they're looking at Earth Abides too. So I'm gonna definitely check it out. And if it's worth the cover, we're only 2 episodes behind. But she said she didn't really, you know. Are you watching? Are you watching the intro?
Yeah, I'm
Or are we
watching the
skipping
intro
it?
right now. You gonna
Okay.
skip it?
Yeah, we can skip it.
Okay, let's skip it.
Here's what he
Okay, let's
said
skip
to
it.
me. So this puts on such a different perspective because when you look back at, and this is where you see him having a seizure. So I remember a
Told you.
theory.
I think he's been dead for a while. Ethan's been dead to me anyway, so.
Do you think that could be interesting? But that's the
Do you think
pulsing,
as
man. I mean,
a
hmm?
storyteller he can't be dead? Do you think as a storyteller he can't die?
No, I think from anybody can get it. And look,
Really?
right now, Jim is having a hard time discovering. How do you tell Jim if you're Boyd why you can't let him in? Because the monsters on the outside is like, hey, is everybody okay in there? And Jim is from the real world,
Mhm.
so
I feel like they're so pale and dead looking. How do you think that you can trust them?
he can't see him. Remember, he's got all the things. He can't see him. Jim can't see him. He just hears the voice, And at this point, I mean, you know what I mean? Like your son is going through it.
Do you think Jim hates being the weakest man in the group?
I don't
Because
think I
Boyd
wouldn't
really
say
was
Jim.
like choking him out. Like, strength wise, I think so. Emotionally, very strong and able to detach very easily. Obviously.
This is the
Are you
crazy
where
part.
they're
How they have
heading
to
to
carry.
Colony House?
Yeah, they're headed to
And Jay
Colony
just
House.
fell and smashed his head? Okay, okay.
That's it. They're taking him to Colony House of all places. I guess that was the closest place because that's where the spike strip was laid by Kenny and Boyd.
I
And
think
so
that's the closest because you have to drive into the actual town. So Colony House is the first stop technically when you're over there. Beside, is it Colony House and then it's like the barn, or is the barn at a different area? That's in town, right?
I think so. If you look at I would love to get a from map. That's a good Christmas
I
gift, y'all. If I got a from map, I'm putting it right here. I'm gonna
The
take this
front map
five
that
old
Boyd
biscuit.
just made in this last season, or one of the recent ones when we didn't know where stuff was.
I think the first season, right? I mean, it's the same, right?
Well, in this last season, season 3, he made a more advanced map where he kind of knows where everything's at now.
Mm. So this is one of the things that as we get all the way to season 3 and throughout, we're gonna find how do we answer this question? Who is that guy that said, Julie, you don't recognize me? Is this the time loop that we don't know is coming?
He was he was one of the original colony house people too. If you remember in the cave, he was standing like in this corner over here, like in the little loop. He was on this side.
How do we know he's a colony house guy?
Well, not colony house. I mean, he's one of the first original people that was with Smiley in the cave. Because when Smiley was getting born, he was one of the ones in the cave.
I think
I didn't mean
I
colony
think
house person.
he could be, but do you think the reference back to Julie, you don't recognize me? Do you think that's part of time loop? Do you think that's because I mean, he knew her name. They just got to town.
Maybe she does go all the way back to the beginning, and that's how she meets him. But his jacket is very like, is it 1950s maybe? Because of the sweater. It's one of those old like Letterman sweaters from like Grease time, the movie Grease.
Hmm. I think that's an interesting um perspective per se, because again, if he's that much older and he's you know, and now they're talking about the seizure, which is another point we got to get into, but um um we we see that if he is an original time looper person that we know now from season 3, but if we don't, the grandma said something to the little girl in episode 1. I'm grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think that because they did sacrifices, that these people are the descendants from the monsters? So when she says, Julie, you don't recognize me, when the grandma at the window of episode 1 says, it's grandma, open up, and she's like, you don't look like grandma. The reason why you don't recognize me is because I'm your great 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 great, like you wouldn't know that yet though.
I like that. Like they always go after the same family members because that's their family that they have to keep. I like that. They have to keep sacrificing their own family.
Maybe so the
That makes
whole
sense.
lineage is cursed down the line, and then as we
Mm-hmm.
learn, certain people are reincarnated until they get it right, until they can stop it. So they come back, but everyone else is a descendant. Hence the title from. You are from this lineage. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Did we just crack the case? I don't know. I think we're
I like
way too
that
out
one.
there.
I haven't thought that far. Do they ever show this girl again, or is she one of the ones that gets slaughtered? Because I swear to God, she's never really seen again
Huh?
after this episode.
Huh? You see her
The girl
again?
that's talking to Jade. I might be behind. Huh?
Yeah, she takes the L when old boy was being stupid and talking to old girl at the window.
Okay.
So we'll get into that when we get into that. That's a whole nother episode. If you don't remember, I remember off the top of my head. She was like a ooh horrible way to. She's the reason I would never choose Colony House.
Okay. Okay.
Right there, you know what I mean? Because you'll see her again. She has a couple of little lines here and there. You know what I mean? Um, but it's crazy how they're treating this now. Something they did talk about was, and we kind of like missed over it. Jade, not Jade. I'm
Uh
so
huh.
sorry. Jim, he said, um, he said Ethan's never had seizures before. And she asked him, she being Chrissy,
Mm-hmm.
has he ever? If y'all, man, this is good. And let's not forget, while we're here, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and make sure you like, and that will enter you for a giveaway. What are we going to give away? You got to be 21, so we got to verify your ID if you win. Otherwise, but you will get a bottle, an autographed bottle by Boyd himself and Morris Chestnut. Harold Perrineau. We already have the bottle. This you won't get this bottle. This bottle is already open. You can tell your boys, But if you want to be a part of that, when we do the giveaway, I'm be honest. I'm really thinking about the episode 1 of season 4. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Like it, share it, tell a friend. We'll look for other merch too to do some other giveaways between now and then because it's a lot of time, a lot of
Mhm.
episodes to go. But if you're gonna sit here and go on this journey with us, we got
Yes.
you.
Dang, it won't let me do comments.
Yeah,
You
here's a
see,
very
Adam.
creepy. What happened?
No, I said, hey, Adam. I was trying to
Oh,
respond in the comments, but since I'm live, for some reason, it's not letting me even like comment in the comments.
oh, I could comment in the comments.
Maybe it's because you're the what is it? The moderator? Is that the
The
word?
moderator. That might be it. And I'm spelling subscribe wrong, but Victor is creeping people out. Now, Victor said the last time 2 cars came, it was special. He just told Julie that and then said, what do you think it means? I have a question about that. Subscribe, like, and comment for a chance to win autographed.
Who do you
So the
think took
question
the
I have,
peaches away?
what'd you say?
One question.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, who do you think was taking Victor's peaches away? Because I'm sure he was so mad about that because he was loving those peaches till they took them.
Well, not only did he love the peaches, but let's look at this too, right? There was I mean, he was sneaking things, but he said the last time 2 cars came, it was special. Now we later find out 2 cars came, and we are pretty sure it was his mom
Mm-hmm.
with what was the
Him
person Jade, huh?
with Christopher,
Christopher, right?
his
And it
mom's
was
real
special.
husband. You
I mean,
know.
they go back further than that. She has multiple real husbands.
Just saying, just saying. Her real husband. That's why Henry got left.
Of Sable, signed by Boyd Harold Perrineau, and shout out to him and everything he's got going on. I can put this in the comments.
I'm positive, like, I just feel like,
Oh man, it went on all platforms too. It went on like Facebook. It went on YouTube.
oh,
Oh, I
that's
can
perfect
pick what
then. That's what
channels
we
to
need.
send it to. I can't send it to yours. I can't send it to my Twitter, but destinations I can send it to um Facebook and
Facebook. Okay, that's fine.
YouTube.
Okay.
So if you're watching on Facebook right now, you know there it is. If you're watching on Twitter right, oh, it's so big, it's so
Right?
boisterous,
I like
so
that. Is that
boisterous.
new? I feel like they weren't that big before. The comments.
So here's my issue too. Look at them overlooking, right? They're overlooking into a town that is it has no end. And if you look, it's like there's no city lights after a certain point. So it literally is like a pocket dimension. And that's and right now they're still now they clip back. Boyd's in the van with Ethan. What happened? Jim doesn't know. Is Boyd doing a good job explaining this?
Um, I think he does his
Now remember,
best. Like,
is it his best?
I
Is
mean,
it his
yeah,
best?
yeah, he's in
The
a trailer.
actual
You're
person.
technically kidnapping this person and having to tell them, like, this is for the betterment of your life, you know? Because if you step out of here, you're dead. So I feel
He
like,
doesn't say that. He never says that.
because then they'll panic.
He's
You know,
just
you
like,
can't tell someone they're going to die.
My
Imagine if he
question.
said, "If you step out of here, you're gonna fucking die, Jim." But then also at the
I mean,
same
but
time, this is also their experimenting because remember they didn't know the talisman was gonna protect them in the bus. This was their first time trying in something like this. They'd done it already in houses and all that, but they hadn't traveled anywhere to hang it like that in a bus or in anything. You know what I mean?
so let me ask this: is the definitions of what Jim, not the definition, is the explanation that Jim is getting from Boyd, is that enough to stop you from trying to get out and get your son help in the middle of the night? Your son's bleeding, shaking and shivering. You just came from reality. You don't
Honestly,
know.
I
You never.
that's enough for me. Yeah. Yeah, honestly,
You
yeah.
think it would? If one of your
You
kids
do
was
you not
laid
see the
up,
panic in their eyes, friend? Like, I'm gonna know something's up, and I don't want to be the one that messes it up. Is how I feel. You
but your son is
know,
bleeding. Your
like if
child is
this lady
bleeding.
stabilized my son, and that's okay.
I
I
ain't gonna
think
lie to
that's
you.
fine. I think I trust it. You know,
Now, right now, we're at a pivotal conversation. Kenny Ellis. They're having a good conversation. But Kenny's point is, why are you tying people up? Remember, they said that's protocol. Because right now, Julie and her mom is split. Kenny, they know. They know Kenny. He's been there for, we don't know how long, but he's been there long enough to know names. Father Contre's there. And then Ellis has to remind him, hey, man, the reason we're in this situation partially is you got spot strip in the Father Kotri.
Ellis and Kenny are such good sons. You know what I mean? Their rivalry for Boyd's affection is just crazy to me. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I think Boyd is not getting rifle for
Because
no
they're both
affection, not
Boyd's
from no
sons.
men.
You know what I mean? They do.
Mm.
That's what they're trying to get. They're trying to get his approval and love. You know what I mean?
You think that's what they're
Ellis is
trying to
just
do right
mad
now?
right now about his mom. Yeah, that's why they go. They fight like that. They fight like brothers. You haven't noticed that the whole season?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have
They're
to.
literally
I
like
don't
they want
get
to be
that.
the
I don't
right
get that.
son.
I don't get that from this because they don't bring up
What?
Boyd in this argument. They bring up right and wrong. Like Kenny's like, yo, you tying people up.
That's
It's
what I'm
not right,
saying.
man.
That's what I'm saying. Ellis is the scorned son, like the scorned older son, you know, that learns everything first. And Kenny's like the innocent, still little brother that hasn't learned that. Life is terrible, you know, until his parents get murdered.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely relook at that because I do feel that that is the relationship they kind of have later. But at right now, I wasn't feeling that vibe. I was just like Kenny's just mad because Ellis is very nonchalant about this.
Well, and because, but I mean, think about it. Like, Ellis is mad at his dad for killing his mom, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's still his dad. And who spends all their time with his dad? Kenny, because Kenny's like his golden boy that's a sheriff with him or deputy or whatever is under him. And he's always hanging out with them. And he's always like, Boyd, you're so right. You know what I mean? And Ellis is just,
Very
like I
interesting.
said, the scorned son that lost his mom. And Kenny's about to this episode, you know, lose his dad. So
Well, yeah,
he's going to be
that's
able
another
to
thing
be
that's
in this
about to happen.
boat.
So it's about to be so interesting because again, with Kenny and his perspective, he is Boyd's he's Boyd's Robin. Oh, they got to pull this thing
Mm-hmm.
out.
Exactly.
He is Boyd's Robin, and Ellis is more like Nightwing, somebody who was Robin at one point to Boyd, and now he's
Mm-hmm.
defecting and going off on his own. So that's an interesting perspective. I'm gonna definitely look back and kind of follow that as we go through these episodes. All right, y'all, we're gonna get that big thing off the screen and we're gonna put this on a ticker. And boom, boom.
Ethan has to have been
Boom.
dead since this video. I mean, since this kind of thing happened to him.
Jedi Music. What up? We see y'all. Appreciate you stopping by. Definitely give
I can't
your
comment back,
thoughts.
everybody. I'm sorry, but hello.
A couple questions. Was Boy good in his description to Jim to get Jim to not overreact and do something dumb while in the RV? I think that's a legitimate question that should be asked because he's like, you got a gun. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Like, what kind of explanation is that to a guy who just came from the real world?
That's what he said. I think Jim just backed off a lot of the time because he physically like wasn't as strong as every other of the other men. Because they were always punking him. You know what I mean?
And look at this woman right here, Sarah.
That's my
Sarah
OG.
has
That's
just
my girl. That's my rider. I'm gonna call her when I have a problem, and
well,
she'll
right
solve it.
now she's not your writer yet because she has just murked a person for no reason. We don't even know why. How? That's what she's asking. The voices are in her head. She's on some Randy Orton. The voices are in her head. I think at this point we all hate Sarah. Jedi, you think you were trying to keep the peace? Okay,
Jim,
I can go with that. I just think enough information was not given to Jim. You're there all night, and you know you're going to be there all night. Jim doesn't know this, but Boyd does.
yeah, but remember they didn't know the talisman thing. Like they didn't know that was gonna last all night, kind of thing.
But at the same time, you're trial and erroring it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you assume that if this works, we're going to be here all night. So Boyd has a basic understanding of that. That if this works, we're here all night. We're not going to leave. We're not going to try to dip out. We're here. And now Father Khatri is talking to Robin, aka Kenny.
Kenny.
If you're in the chat, let know what your thoughts are. Did Boyd give Jim enough information in that RV to get to? Would it stop you with that information that you have as a regular human? Stop you from trying to get your son help trapped in an RV with this with a pipe going through his leg?
I just feel like they didn't know that. I wouldn't know the area when it's dark outside. So no, I would stay in that RV as long as I can with my child.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would have stuck around. Christy's not even telling them anything until Jim was getting ready to literally try to escape the trailer, the RV. She was like, Jim, stop! Jim, stop! Like, what? My
I
man,
mean,
my
Fred,
son is bleeding out.
you have to think too. When people are attractive, you tend to listen to them more most of the time. And Christy's kind of a baddie, you know, and Harold's an attractive man. So, you know, are you going to listen to an ugly person tell you don't do that? No. You know what I mean? You know, think about it.
You might be right.
Think about like I'm not. Think about like the last ugly person you talked to. No offense to less attractive people, but you know
Ugly
the
people don't know they're ugly. So ugly is a perspective.
yeah, exactly.
You know.
But
So
realistically, if an attractive person tells you to do something, you're gonna do it. That's why there's like pretty privilege and stuff like that.
so let me ask another question, right? Because there's a Boyd and RV question I have.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, earlier in this episode, they're trying to get into the colony house after the spike strip incident.
Mm-hmm.
One of the monsters tells Julie, "You don't recognize me, Julie." Is that because of the loop of time, or is it just like how did the monster already get their name? The monsters at the RV don't call Jim, and they don't mention Thomas. If they would
Mm-hmm.
have mentioned Thomas, Jim would have went outside. Jim would have been trying to fight. But they didn't mention it. They didn't even
Exactly.
call Jim. They said, everybody all right in there? But Julie specifically got called out by name. And now here's Donna trying to talk to Tabitha.
She was stubborn.
Now, first of all, Tabitha didn't see nothing. I don't know what I saw. You didn't see anything yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Look at Donna being nice, pouring her a drink. Don, they got Sable there, y'all. They got some
They did
Sable.
it.
Let me tell
They
you
got their
something.
potato vodka suffering. Feel so
This is
bad
much
for
better than
them.
that. I promise you. And you can have a chance to win your own autographed bottle.
Yes, of
See the ticker?
Sable.
Just follow those instructions, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. Promise. Like this is
Let me see if I can
just gonna
go.
verify you're 21.
It's right before sunset.
So this is Donna's backstory. Right before sunset, there was a motel a few miles back. They had deer that were hunting. We'd run out of beer. It was dark already when they got. It was dark already when they got there. First time through didn't stop.
I feel.
Saw some folks
I
on the
definitely
road.
feel
Drove
like
back.
the cost is gonna cost Donna her life in the next season, and I'm really sad about it.
They wouldn't get out the way. I don't know if that's a thing. I hope that's not the case because that would be horrible. Her sister was gonna run the son of a bitch over. She never did have patience for assholes. This is Donna's backstory, y'all.
Instead, she grabbed your shotgun.
But she grabbed the shotgun, got out the car, started screaming at it, making all sorts of threats. But it just stood there smiling. Was it smiley, do you think?
Forget how it stood there.
She'll never forget how it stood there, y'all.
And then it ripped her face.
It ripped her face clean off. Skinning her with her hands in the street. You see, they don't eat the people.
But they
She's like,
eat
"I can
their
move, I can do it."
organs, friend. Because remember,
I don't.
Tian Chen was
There's
missing organs.
all the bodies miss their organs, but there's no.
Blood left
I mean,
because they're eating
we
the
we've
blood.
seen one monster bite a tongue off and spit it out, and then we've seen the autopsy, and there was it's nothing inside. So I just think they just gut you. They just rip everything up. That's why
Just
there's
to play
blood.
around.
Yeah, they do that. Remember, old girl that put the thing that they put that spike, the railroad spike through her head and pinned her to the tree.
Mm-hmm. Unnecessary violence from them, honestly.
Realized I could still hear my sister scream. They weren't just killing her.
They weren't just killing her; they were torturing her. So this is Donna's first night, and she got there at night. Oh my God! Give us the
Mm-hmm.
visual of Donna's.
My poor Donna Bear. She didn't deserve none of that. Her poor sister.
They like to hunt. They like to play. So they're making it last. And we've seen episodes of that with T Chin.
Oh, that was an unnecessary murder too. They didn't have to hurt our feelings like that.
It's been 3 years.
How's the sable tasting today, friend?
It tastes outstanding. 3 years. What did she say? So they got 3 years. So Donna's been there for 3 years.
And Boyd's been there for maybe a few months, 3 years, 6 months, and 17 days.
No, Boyd. There's an episode he says. I want to say he said a year and a half or a year, 18 months or 16 months. Boyd has been there a long time, and Boyd's
Yeah,
time has been smooth.
because Fatima has only been there a year. That's why they have the party for her that night.
Right. She said 3 years. Now, obviously, Victor has been there the longest, but 3 years. So now we know we have timelines, y'all. Season 1, Donna's been there for 3 years and some change. Oh my gosh, that is an insane amount of time. to be sitting there. And then Boy doesn't get there for about another year and a half later. They're running night to night, hiding from these things.
It hurts.
Donna probably so happy to have the colony house. What you see? The Lake of Tears.
Was it dry?
A drawing on the wall.
Which is he's seeing Victor's room at that time, I feel.
There are so many drawings on the wall. Like when I used to draw with crayons.
It has to be the sons of the descendants or the artists, because Ellis is the oldest son of Boyd, and he can draw. Ethan is there drawing.
And we
Victor's
were all
draws
there in the
also.
drawings. He's still giving out info. You and me, Mom and Julie. This motherfucker's still eating his peaches.
Shut up.
Somebody
Why are
screamed
you
because
so
the spider
mad at
came
me?
down from the ceiling. Now that remember they said the answer in the beginning. So if what he just said is crazy, it might answer some questions to where we're currently at. Maybe I don't know. We're gonna get some water, some sable.
You're double fisting right now, friend.
You funny.
Just saying. We can say that, right? That's appropriate. We won't get kicked
What's
out of
happening?
here.
No, we good. We good. Matter of fact, cheers. Tap in. Got my
Oh,
government
yeah.
on the glass.
My Topo Chico for my 23 months sober.
What? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm probably the worst friend ever.
No, you drink for me. Remember, we talked about this. You're drinking everything I can't drink.
Absolutely.
I just
I
need
got
to
some
know
little
what
people,
things
the midgets that
taste
need to be
like,
fed.
what they smell like. You know, that's all I'm asking for people that drink around me. Just let me know what it tastes like, whatever you're drinking.
Absolutely. Let me cut this mic on mute. I gotta yell at midgets right now.
Oh my gosh, leave my friends alone. Dementia is real. I still can't believe poor little Kenny's dad had that. I guess it was good that he's gone though then, you know. I guess it's better to be slaughtered than, you know, not remember who you are kind of thing.
Nah, man. I don't know if that's a.
He probably didn't even know he was getting killed, you know.
Father
Just
Kachu stay at the
saying, he
colony
might.
house?
No, he just got stuck there because he was helping him run,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like, and look at Sarah washing.
I mean, was he
blood
he
off.
was a priest before this, correct? Or maybe he was a priest that sinned, you know? He was probably an alcoholic priest. Some of them are alcoholics, you know, depending on the religion.
Yeah, but in here you come in. We get some dinner started.
Look at her crying. Sarah is becoming. She just hopped out the shower. I didn't have a choice, is what she tells her brother.
Well, she
You don't
didn't,
even know what's up.
you know what I mean?
She does.
She doesn't. She thinks it's gonna save her and her brother.
Nah, man. I would not be listening. As long as Sarah's been there, which we don't know the exact time, but as long as she's been there, you know, mm. Hold on. What was that?
I just feel like there wasn't somewhere in there they could lock themselves in that they couldn't get in besides the entrance.
Yeah, they could have. They just didn't realize fast enough because the talisman is at the entrance, and you know what I'm saying? They're already there because they didn't know
All she had to do
if
was
they would have had another.
close that door, though. You know what I mean? She really would have been good. Like close it and then like put a barrier
She
type of
couldn't. She had
thing.
no time. When she first seen him, they're there. Look, she about to see it for the first time. They're there. Hold on. Oh, great. Look. She walks into the room. She sees the body of Jade's homie. She like, oh snap! And look, they're there. They're at the door. You can't get it. You can't get that talisman. That talisman's done.
Mm.
So she couldn't. If she now, let's say she has a spare, like you know what I'm saying, that would be different. Like yo, you got one in your pocket. Close the door, put it up, and let's hope.
Fucking Jim. That's what I'm saying. Jim is such a fucking dumb bitch. Like he literally
Yeah, Jim
upsets
done
me.
took the talisman down. I showed up late because Feliciano, shout out to you in the chat. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got
Yes, you made it
high.
back, friend. Hey. Because I got high. Shut up.
Hey, she wrote
I
it.
love that for
It's
you.
got to be
I
official,
love
right?
that for you. Better late than never. Better late than never.
So Feliciano, a couple things. Two questions got asked. One, this is the episode to where Jim is explained to from Boyd in the RV. Not a lot of information given to Jim. His son is all jacked up. Was that enough information to stop you from trying to exit the RV? What, second question, the monster that talks to Julie directly with Julie, you don't recognize me? YouTube didn't tell me y'all were on SASA. Hit the notification bell. You might have your notifications on silent. Sometimes it does that. I would have loved to have you here from the start, but hey, you showing up is great. Make sure you read the ticker on the bottom because subscribe, like, and comment for a chance to win the autographed bottle of Sable. Not this bottle. Your bottle will be unopened. I got a couple of them things. So definitely, and I know a lot of you guys are thinking that the live, once this goes into YouTube, that's where you want to make the comment too, okay? Because then I can see it permanently. And now they're back. They survived the night. This is where I think Dora, you were explaining about the urgency of how these people are talking. I would, if I would have seen this the next morning, everybody hugging like we done went to war and won. That's why I think I would have started like, what is going on? We just spent the night in the woods, y'all. You know what I mean? It wouldn't because it wouldn't translate to me. Jim crying.
That was to bring the family back together, friend.
She knows the broken pieces used to mean something else. Now, oh boy, I mean, oh boy. Dang, why I can't think of her name? Sarah.
Sarah,
Sarah's about to tell her brother what happened. She's
it
speaking in
was an
riddles, y'all.
accident.
Pour yourself a glass. If you got a glass of Sable, go ahead and get you some. I like to, but this is one. This is what it'll look like. Except yours will be unopened. It is nice. These two sweetest people you'll see are Morris Chestnut and Harold Perrineau.
Jerry's actually gonna lick the bottle before he sends it to you. He's gonna open it, take a shot, and send it to you.
Nah, I went down there and got 4.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep one forever. I got my dog. My dog is entitled to one. I got my dog one. Not my dog like roof, but my dog like you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
no,
The
not
homie.
that. Yeah, not a roof.
Yeah. So that means there's 2 bottles out there. So we're gonna do one giveaway right now for. And look at Sarah. She is paranoid, boy. Please just tell me what you did. Tell me what you did.
She kind of did.
I left the door open. And now Kenny is pulling up, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Listen, y'all.
Dang, you saw that rock on the
Kenny
floor.
is running up there, and he sees the talisman on the floor. That's already the bad sign. That's already a bad sign. So God, y'all. So Sarah got how many bodies in this episode?
One. Next one will be her. She'll be at 2.
She jigged my man in the neck.
That's 1.
Then she left the door open and they took 2.
Oh yeah, she has 3. Maybe is she 6 bodies, Sarah? So she's got the 3. She's gonna get. She's gonna kill
Luciano, I
Nathan.
agree with you. Jedi, what up? What up? What up? Definitely is fire.
Okay? So then it'll be Nathan, her brother.
See, I don't even wince when I take that thing. That thing is so good. That thing's so juicy. Oh.
And then is it? I'm gonna give Elgin her a body. I mean, she took an eye out. That's enough.
There
for
might be
me.
another body if you
know
don't survive. Look at Kenny, man. Shout out to Ricky He. I think his name is Ricky He.
Yes, Ricky He.
Really convey the emotion. Oh, did I press pause by accident? I'm sorry. I'm tripping. It's blame it on the goose. You know what I mean? You know that song? Blame it on the sable. That's horrible. They always leave the faces alone so you can recognize who it was. Which, oh my God. I just thought about something.
What?
Victor talks about Eloise in the final. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm skipping the whole season, but he said he couldn't make her out. But there's no other killing that the monsters have done where they could not make out the body. Which is why I think Eloise is still alive, and whoever he saw in the woods those parts were so small that wasn't who he thought.
But there wasn't any other little kids.
I mean, Victor don't know everything though. Maybe there were, and Victor, his mind is shot. Victor, if y'all still saw, Victor grown and he's still drawing pictures. Victor never learned to read or write. Victor never learned to read or write. That's why he says the pictures remember, the drawings remember. Hey, get in the bed. I'm sorry. Ooh, I was supposed to mute my mic. Some little people. I heard them talking. They're like, "Daddy's on the stream.
Leave your children alone right now.
And
we cannot hear them. Only you can hear them right now."
Yeah, it's funny because I got daddy ears too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I apologize, y'all.
No one even hears them except you, friend. Okay, so
yeah, but they wilding. They are wilding right now. They are wilding. Like, when I get off this stream, they better be sleep. They better be asses and bunks. They got the bunk beds, and their whole room is pink and purple. One day I'll put a picture of their room up here, and you'll be like, "Damn, you really went that far." Yep.
Let them live. It's their last week before Christmas, friend.
No, that's why we ain't doing that. Their Christmas is about to be top notch. Get y'all in the bed. Y'all know what it is. Santa don't come. I don't even know why. I only do the Santa thing because your man's ain't got no other half. So the other half that used to be the other half, but now she just ain't my half.
Do you dress up as Santa, friend?
Do I dress them the same?
Do you dress up as Santa for them?
Hell no. If it wasn't for my ex, I would not even do Santa. I don't believe in lying to no kids. I got you this. And I'm keeping tabs.
No childhood. That's what you had, friend. Your childhood was too wild for you to be like.
Why lie? Santa is a criminal. He breaks into people's homes.
Why take their hope away so early? You gotta let him have hope.
Santa has no job. Where he get all these toys from?
They gotta be like Kenny for a little while longer. Ellis is already,
Look at this. 96 days without incident. 3 months and 1 week without incident. It's all gone. Multiple incidents. Remember the mom and the children, girls.
What is that? I don't know what what chess piece that is again. What's that piece that he has?
A rook.
It
moves straight across the board. It can go straight. They could go horizontal or vertical, straight across the board. I still believe this.
Look,
Lego knockout. Y'all about to see the criminal.
Just as good
Open
as
that
Legos,
door. I see you
okay?
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Come here. Take your ugly ass up out of here. That's my
Maybe
grown
they
son.
needed help with their food. And maybe what if the house was burning
Maybe-
down and you're just in here yelling at them and they're trying to get you out right now?
Nah, they all right. Here, say hello and then go to bed.
The poor boy in white just grew up in 3 seasons. Hi, hey. I told him stop yelling at you, friend. You're just a girl. Tell him, Dad, I'm just a girl,
Get
okay?
in the bed.
Living my girl life.
Get in the bed. Get in the bed. You want to get on the streams? I know you. That's what you've been dying to do. All right.
Hi, hey
All right.
friends, what's
That's it.
up?
Say hi. All right, now go.
They're just being
Feliciano
girls.
Russell says hello. She says hi. So say hi.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Oh yeah, you guys are an hour ahead of me. Get in bed. Get in bed right
It's
now.
late. They bugging. That's why I heard them, but we ain't gonna act like I don't hear y'all. Your room right next door.
I
No.
couldn't hear them. They're so quiet, like
I can.
mice. You know,
I
they're
can. Go ahead.
literally
Hey,
just
hey, hey, hey. Get
quiet
off.
as the
Do not. No. Bring it to me since you want to show it. Go ahead. Just give it to me. So on the Hall Precinct, I know we do the Marvel, we do DC. They about to play with this. They was about to do all this. Yeah, they about to do all that. Now, boom, put it down and get in the bed. Boom, boom. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. This is so unprofessional.
That's
All
okay.
right,
This
out.
is the
Close the door,
professional
please,
one.
behind you. Turn off your light in your room. Thank you. Episode is done. Sarah's got 3 bodies. Penny's dad, the nurse lady. So dang,
And Nathan.
Christy had help.
Yeah, she did for a little bit. I don't think that was a real nurse lady, though. I think she was just probably someone that came in and was like, I can learn this with you, type of thing.
Just remember, there was an EMS truck in episode 1, and Christy has on her EMS outfit in episode 1 to make me believe, at least me, that she came in on that vehicle.
Why
I
don't
need some
those
backstory
people?
stuff.
How come those people that had like actual roles in life, like the EMS, like Acosta with her uniform, like why is it so hard for them to give up that part of their identities when they get there?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because they
No
wear
one
that
was
shit
trying
like
to.
they
Yeah, she's in
days.
episode 2 still wearing it. Christy, and no one was calling for her to take it off. Not like they are for Acosta.
Well, Acosta's a problem. Okay, she's up there
Right,
with the
she's a cop.
bodies. She's
You
got,
got
but
sheriff boy.
she's only two bodies shy from Sarah. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on, time out. What bodies are we giving to her?
But I'm giving her the 2 ambulance people and then the lady she shot through the window. That's 3. See, right? It was such a good hairdo. I don't like the new hair. That's probably her real hair, so I shouldn't even talk that much shit about it. But yeah, you know
And
what I mean?
on her
Like,
Instagram, it looks like it is her real hair. She likes the short dudes and all that. So,
yeah.
um, I I think it's hard to let go because when you're in those pertinent positions, EMS, police, and you get to a place where you see a need for yourself, it's like it's hard to let it go. My current job, I'm an environmental health and safety manager.
Mm-hmm.
I rock with these people. You know what I'm saying? But when I got here, there's a lot of corners getting cut. Lots of corners getting
So many friends,
cut.
so many. I don't think people understand how important safety is because I definitely
And
same
no,
industry. Like I don't
same,
get
yeah, exactly. Which I got some more stuff for you too. So
it.
we'll talk about that after. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I think that with that being said, they have a hard time letting it go because Now it's funny because Boyd took the sheriff position. He was a military guy. They said 30 years in the army. His
Hmm.
wife Abby was in the Marines, and he deferred to her as being the badass. But Boyd got 30 years in the army.
Yes.
That ain't no joke. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. Everybody share the chat. We just under a few people, and for a show that is not in its current season, I think we're doing great numbers. And I also
Hmm.
want someone to get a bottle of Sable come season 4. We're gonna try to make that episode as big as possible with the giveaway results, with who knows what else.
Hmm.
We'll probably have some other giveaways too, because I'm gonna start looking for from merchandise to make sure that we get 30.
Did you
Dang, we
see?
just hit
I think
30.
they have beanies, friend. I saw someone posted. I think two of them from the cast posted they were like in from beanies, and I was like, who is selling this merch? Because they need to just drop
No,
it. If
I
they're not going to
if
drop a
y'all
season, drop some merch for us to go crazy about. Like,
if you
goodness
know someone dropping
gracious, I
from
can't.
merch, tag us. I swear I'll pick some up, and from there, me and Dora gonna have some, and then we're gonna start giving some away. Because I feel like if
Yes,
you're
and
a
I
part of
don't
the
want no
family,
Etsy merch. I don't want Etsy merch. I want them like,
some official, something official, something official.
ooh, T
Anyone can make
Public
a
has
T-shirt. I
from
want something official.
shirts.
So shoot
Is
us the links if you got.
T Public? I know a lot of wrestlers use that. Would that officially be from? Oh no, it's sold by Fandom Hub, so it's not officially from them. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So help us out to help you, because again, we'll do more giveaways.
Hmm.
And if you're liking, subscribe, and you have to be subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Follow King HP. Follow Dora. Follow Hall Preezy. Hall Preezy Universe has the least amount of subscribers. When you start following Hall Preezy Universe, we'll notice you immediately. And we might one day just do a
Yes, for
giveaway
sure.
just on Twitter. Hall Preezy Universe subscribes, and that'll be an easy one for somebody. Official would be MGM Grand site, probably. Yeah, you're probably right. It's just hard to find that site because when you put in MGM Grand, or MGM, you get the MGM Grand for the boxing events and the Las Vegas stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
You get what? You got a channel, Dora? Dora's a part of this channel. What you
I
mean?
don't.
Dora's a part of this channel.
I don't. Yeah, I have a YouTube, but I don't use it for that. I don't think I even have any followers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't
talk
use
your
my
ish.
YouTube.
Okay,
Should I
but
say
hey,
I haven't set anything up, like before this, I was a We Love Wrestling, so like I never had to actually have a channel. I've never had to have one because I
mm,
just kind of join everyone else's and I'm okay with that kind of thing,
make
for
sure you
now.
follow Hall Prison Universe. Make sure you follow Dora on Twitter, Instagram, all her socials. Make sure you follow me, King HP. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Hall Prison Universe, Twitter, Instagram, etc., etc. Because we got to go around and look at those comments to get you guys. And if you're subscribed on there, but subscribe to the YouTube, that makes it easy. That's like the primary hub essentially. And we might be seeing Dora pop up with some other stuff. Plus, let's plug some other things. Let's plug some other things. Dora, We Love Wrestling. We've seen her on there. You see me
Mhm.
on Attitude Era Podcast. I podcast on there Monday, Tuesday, Fridays. Um, and you will be seeing a brand new pop up. A brand new. Oh man, should I say it?
Yes, I think you should.
All right. So if you're into wrestling and you follow us on Attitude Era Podcast, where we deviate from wrestling a lot, me and Archie Carter got our own channel coming. It's in the works. We're already talking this. We've already got the groundwork laid out. He's putting together a Facebook page right now as we speak called Tables, Ladders, and Chill. And that is going to be me and the Archie Carter. We'll have guests. You might see D pop up. You might see battle rapper pop up. You might see an actor pop up. So um if you haven't seen WWE, it's a good time to get back into it. They're about to go to Netflix January 6th. We cover that this week, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I'll be dropping the very first episode of the From Versus, and the show is going to be The Walking Dead. It's a complete character comparative analysis, character for character, starting with season 1, episode 1. It's a little unfair advantage because if you watch The Walking Dead season 1, episode 1, you only see
Mhm.
one, very few people, very few, but we know who's in season 1. So it's the original cast of The Walking Dead versus, and we're gonna swap their universes, and we're gonna compare it from the rooter to the tutor. And we're gonna it's gonna be an
Not
interactive
the
thing, so you're gonna have to vote.
toots.
And I'm telling you right now, if Rick Grimes and company show up here right at dusk, what hell, you know what I'm saying? Imagine Rick Grimes, but a seasoned Rick Grimes, the ones who like they thought they was the shit at this point.
Mm-hmm.
How many bodies do they lose? Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Harold Perrineau. Thank you for him. Thank you for
Stop
Morris Chestnut for
it.
signing his bottle. We appreciate that. Sable, go ahead and get you a bottle. Go to the website. But this ain't even paid promotion, y'all. I rock with them that heavy. They're fromly. Well, Harold's fromly. Might be doing something for Morris Chestnut. If you haven't seen the Best Man final chapters, go ahead and watch that. We might be popping up with that. But season 1, episode 3 will be next week, same time, same channel. Got any notes, final
And if
thoughts?
you have any
We could
show
deviate.
recommendations, obviously, and show recommendations, because we're trying to find something else to watch, but nothing is topping for us right now, honestly. So
From is definitely no. This is not Sable the wrestler. This is Sable. If you see the bourbon. Now I will make what I'm gonna call, because I do cover wrestling, and if you're familiar with wrestling, as Feliciano just alluded
yes,
to, Sable the wrestler, I'm gonna make a Sable bomb, which was the finisher move for the wrestler Sable. Hence, I have Sable
ooh,
here. So we will make a Sable bomb
I
next week
like
on next
that.
week's show. We might even have a special guest from the Attitude Era pop in.
That'll be
I think I'll make a
fun.
phone call. I think I might make some
Yes,
phone calls. And we might have a little, so season 1, episode 3 will be next week at 9 o'clock. Stay tuned. Definitely subscribe, because we're a little off schedule. We do a lot. We do a lot. We're both in that
yes.
safety field. We have courses and things to do, children and things to deal with.
Start your
So that
Christmas week with us next week on Sunday, because next week is Christmas.
now, the
Start
day
it.
after Christmas, I got a WWE event I'm going to. They're gonna be here in Jax. We out. We gotta pick it. We gotta go.
What do
We
you
gotta
want?
go.
Are you gonna go to SmackDown?
It's a Thursday, so unless it's pre-taped from Thursday onto Friday, or it's just a house show, but I'm buying the tickets as we speak. My
They
kids love
probably
Cody
are gonna
Rhodes.
pre. I feel like they probably would pre-record at this point. Like, why
Want me to tell
not?
you what the main event's supposed to be? It's supposed to be Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes, WWE Undisputed Champion, taking on Solo Sikoa in a steel cage match. So,
But they just said that Cody Rhodes has a
hey,
spasm,
that's what made me hesitant about the tickets. Is he
a
injured? Is he
little
not
injured
injured?
on Saturday.
But you got to pop out. I want my kids to experience the greatest. You just saw him on the channel. So, if I don't take my kids out, they'll sit in the house all day. You know what I mean? So let
Mhm.
them get these lifetime. I didn't get to go to a WWE event until I was a teenager, where I bought my own tickets and I went with my friends, and we might have been a little. We might have been at 12 o'clock in the sky. A little bit. You know what I mean? Might have been a little.
Boy,
You know.
I'm trying to get to the Rumble still. We're still trying to figure that out. Me and like some of my other wrestling friends. I still haven't gotten a ticket,
Mm.
a plane ticket or nothing, because I'm waiting to see what these people are going to do. But hopefully I'll know. We've already set our limits. But for sure, I am going to January 25th. I've already got a ticket for Saturday night main events in San Antonio. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I might pop out. Shoot
Yes.
me your ticket site, and I might pop out, fly out. You got to show me the city. You know what I mean?
Friend, it's because no, we're doing 2 nights. Because Austin, the night before, they're filming SmackDown in Austin, and then Saturday, San Antonio. So we're trying to do both. I'm trying to figure
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
life
That's a
out
lot.
to do both of
That's
them
a
that
lot.
day.
So if you
So
have
yeah,
show recommendations, Jedi Music, Adam, JP, I can't remember your whole thing. Feliciano, let us know. I
Otaku.
used to watch the 100. I still love The Walking Dead to this day. Otaku, Fix. You know what I mean? If you got show recommendations, please. And anyone else, again, subscribe, like, and comment for a chance to win an autographed bottle of Sable That's who autographed it. Boyd himself.
Yes, Mr.
And
Harold
we're gonna put
Perrineau
that
and Morris Chestnut.
and Morris Chestnut. So you can't do wrong, right? But yeah. We definitely gonna we're gonna tap in now. They've been dead since the 80s. Who been dead since the 80s? Who been dead since the
Who's
80s?
dead? Yeah, who's dead? I'm confused.
Oh, I'm cracking things. But any last minute, take that last toast. If y'all didn't get a chance to toast with us, bong. There you go. Rewind it back. Go ahead and get that toast.
Yes, my little topo. Cheers with my topos. I'm still waiting for my topo. At some point they'll let me
Mm,
be a promoter for them.
mm. All right, well, facts. Let me hit my man. We might go live and just talk some ish.
Yes.
You want to do that? I'm down. We can just talk ish and just tap back in.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing nothing. My kids got another hour till they gotta go to sleep. Or is it
Bet.
30 minutes? I'm not sure on time. Will I have to end my live? Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
not young
we'll
enough
end
for
it. We'll
this,
come right back.
right?
We'll come right back.
Okay,
Don't
is
go
it
too
would it
far.
be is it the same
You want to
code?
put it on
Okay,
yours
just
too or
show me
no?
when we're gonna get off. You're gonna show me and then we'll come back on. Let's do that. We can do that. We can do that.
Bet.
I'll
We're
go
gonna get
live
off here.
again.
We're gonna come back on and we're gonna talk whatever y'all want to talk. All
Yes.
right. Until next Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll see y'all next Sunday.